As you can tell, I've been kind of working on this a little bit. So I made a couple changes, which we'll talk about later. But the first thing I want to talk about is especially when you have two speakers, you have to get rid of the first set of text before you bring in the second set of text in order to use your space correctly. If you just leave everything on the screen, it'll just get really confusing. So we have, so surely you can't be serious. Now, in my particular example, I want to use the word serious again. Since the other speaker uses it, I thought instead of deleting it, I would motion tween it, which is what's happening here. But you can see I have all this stuff going on, and I have too much text in the way. So I have got to get rid of this block of text. And that's the speaker one block. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off everything so we can kind of look at this. So it says, surely you can't be, and I'll go ahead and turn this one back on too. So it says serious. Now at this point I want to use serious again, so I actually cut it out from this frame and put it on this layer down here, and that's what that motion tween is. But what I need to do is I need to get rid of this surely you can't be so that I can make everything else happen. I want to leave it on the timeline long enough that they could recognize it. So if I get rid of it right here, the word serious would just show up for a split second and they won't be able to see it. So I'm going to wait until there's like kind of a pause, which I have right about here. And at this point, I want to start moving everything away. So what I can do is I can create a new keyframe, and then I have all kinds of options. I can just motion tween them as a group out of the way. I can alpha fade them out of the way. So we're going to do an alpha fade and a motion tween at the same time, just to make sure you remember how it works. So the first thing we have to do is we have to function F8. We have to create a graphic, and we want to name it, so we'll just call it Shirley. And then I want to pick my time span, so say right about here, I'm going to hit F6, and I would like this to, let's say, we're going to make it move up. And then obviously we would add in our, I guess in this case we'll use a classic tween. And so you can see it moves out of the way. I would also like it to fade, so what I have to do is select the text at the end, and then in my properties window, we'll do a color effect of alpha. We'll set it to 0. So as it moves up, it also disappears. Now if I turn on the rest of my animation, you can see what happens. Surely can't be serious. The word I am serious. And then I motion tween and don't call me Shirley. And so Shirley is kind of part of the joke, so I want to draw attention to it. I could have made it larger, but I thought it would be kind of funnier with pink and purple polka dots. And so this is how I put together my animation. So when I hit Command Return, it looks something like this.
You can't be serious. I am serious. And don't call me Shirley. Surely you can't be serious. I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
So what I'd like you to do is create an animation of your own. Think about, you have two different speakers, and in this instance I did not use two different colors or two different fonts, but I think that would be a really good suggestion. And then think about the word Shirley. What can you do to the word Shirley to make it look more feminine? Maybe add on a purse, earrings, maybe make it look like a person. You know, come up with your own spin. But I want you to finish this animation. You do not have to do it the way I did it. Come up with your own spin on this thing and then submit it to me through the box.